Greetings, gents. I'm Geofatboy for ShaveNation.com. I'm about to show you a razor that most likely you've never shaved with anything like it before, and probably never seen anything like it before. It's new on the market, and if you want it, you got to go to ShaveNation.com to get it. Here it is. It's called Razorine, and it comes in this polished chrome finish or raw brass. They're both 100% brass, but this one is raw brass and this one is polished chrome. It's a beautiful looking razor, very sturdy, and I guess you would call this a two-piece razor. It is a thumb screw that you remove like this and just pull it apart, and there's your two pieces like that. So reassembly. I'm going to perform a shave with it, so I'm going to pop the blade in right now. I'll use an Astra blade. The beauty of this is you use the entire blade. It's not like a standard Shavette where you split the blade in half or you use a pre-split blade. You can pop your any standard double-edged razor blade in here, just like that, and then put the thumb screw back on, reinstall that, tighten it down, and there you go. Check the blade reveal. Perfect. Looks nice and straight. Here's a look at it. I will shave with this one because this one is the one they sent me first, like the prototype. When they had one done, they sent me this one. So I'll shave with this one. And here's another look at the chrome, just in case you want to see it again. Same way, thumb screw and two pieces. And this razor weighs in at 1.6 ounces or 45 grams. And the overall length is 5.1 inches from top to bottom, or 130 millimeters. And it's a very sturdy razor. You don't have no moving parts. It's really solid construction. You can't bend this or anything. You don't have to worry about anything breaking. The only thing that I would say that you may need to worry about is when you remove the thumb screw to install or replace the blade, I would close the stopper in your drain. Just in case you drop it, you don't want it to go down the drain. It's a possibility that could happen, so keep that in mind. And I'm going to shave with it. I have the blade in here right now. I'm going to warm up my face and lather up, and then we'll get to the shave and we'll talk about how to shave with it. I'll be using Captain's Choice Venture shaving cream. This is their newest product. It's got a great scent to it. Smells really nice from the jar. We'll see what it smells like when I start applying it. And I'll use this, it's a Shave Nation synthetic brush right here, wood handle. I'll just dip it in my marble cup here, and like any other synthetic brush, it'll get a freaky shape to it like that. So just shake out that water. You shake out most of the water with most synthetic brushes. They don't retain the moisture as well as Badger brushes do. So you need to shake out most of that water. Just start swirling directly in the tub of the Venture. Just add a little bit of water just to get it going. And I've got some lather popping up around the sides. Okay, let me set this down. I'll warm up my face. As you can see, I've got a pretty decent beard growth. It's about a 2-day beard growth right here. So we'll see what this razor can do. So here's the shaving soap, and I will just start applying to my right side here. Oh, really thick lather. Oh. Work my way around to the left side. It's my first time shaving with this brush too. And a lot of times the water sprays out all over with the synthetic brush, but this one's holding the lather nicely without spitting out a lot of water. Now the mustache area. Just a little bit more water. Warm it up a little bit. And a little figure 8. Smooth everything out. All right. And what happens now? Clear the runways so we can see those sideburns. Okay. And I'll dry off my fingers before I pick up the razor. All right, the beauty of this is that you can practice, and I recommend you practice. Just try it, get a feel for it without the blade installed. And then when you feel ready for it, install the blade and have at it. And the thing I tell myself when I use it, you see it's got the knob on one side, the thumb screw, and it's smooth on the other side. The knob always goes out when you're shaving with it. So that helps you remember which way to turn it when you're using it. Again, knob out, and I'll just start with the right side. And it helps if I grip it right at the very end like this, just to cut my sideburn. If you're too close to the head, you can't see, your hand's in the way. So just come back on the handle like so, and just start this way, and you can see the sideburn to cut it like that. And this is like any other razor, about the same angle. You go flat on your face and tilt it slightly outward, and that's the angle you want. And again, I just go by feel. I don't really try to line up 20-30 degrees. I just go by the feel of the cutting edge of the blade on my skin. So now I'll come up a little bit closer to the head just for easier control and grip, and just work my way down. And I think the Astra blade is a good pairing with this razor. Really takes it off easily. Very smooth. You can stretch the skin, but I'm not going to. I will make some facial contortions later to stretch the skin, but that's it, like this. Just try to flatten it. And this is my resistant area right here, both sides of this mustache goatee area, and it goes right through it. See that? Nice and smooth, nice and clean. I'm going to continue right down the neck area. Even without rinsing, just to show you that it won't clog up. There you go, that's the right side. Let me rinse that. Lots of stubble coming out, and it rinses very clean, very easily. Now the mustache area under the nose. This blade is perfect for scooping right under the nose. You can get directly in there and really clean it out. Look at that. Excellent. Just rinse that off. Now I'll switch to my left hand. And again, knob out, right? Thumb screw out. Hold back towards the edge of the handle so you can see the sideburn. And you can see the blade and cut it easily. Cut that sideburn. And then you can move up a little bit closer. Really a fine shaving razor. It's a lot of fun to shave with and super efficient. Down the neck. Okay, now rinse. Now the mustache area, knob out. Scoop under the nose. Perfect, really nice. Now you want to rinse off and just feel around. If you feel that you're close enough, which you might be after the first pass with this razor, you can stop. I'm actually super close right now. Really nice and smooth. But I'm going to go one more pass just so I can show you how to shave in different directions with it. So I'll relather the Captain's Choice Venture. Plenty of lather for 2 or 3 passes for sure. clear the runways again. And lastly, dry the fingers. Okay, now I'll use it just like a Camisori style, which it kind of feels that way too. The beauty of this is you are shaving with both edges of the double-edged blade, which is pretty neat. So as Camisori, I'll just work my way up against the grain on the neck area. Again, knob out. Right hand on the left side of the neck. Rinse that off. Now left hand on the right side. Knob out again. Really nice. Very nice shaving. And now I'll go across the grain like I normally do. If you need to puff out the cheek, just inflate a little bit. Really nice. Now the other side, knob out again. Super smooth. And across the chin area, I'm just going to go across this way. Clean out that cleft. Okay, rinse off. After the second pass, super smooth, really baby smooth. Look how nice. But I will show you that you can go against the grain. I'll show you how to do that too. I already did my neck area, so I'm not going to go against the grain on my neck again, but I'll show you the cheeks. Right hand, left side of the cheek, and you can stretch a little bit. Knob out again. This will get you really, really close. Super smooth. And the same on the right side. Knob out again. Excellent. Really nice. Final rinse with cold water. Super smooth. Baby smooth, like a piece of glass or a baby's butt. I'll use my Shave Nation wide stick. Just glide that over. Put it under the cold water and soak it. And just apply this all over. Feels good. A good finish to the shave. You might get a slight stinging, but it's alright. Just sealing off any little small nicks you may have gotten or anything like that. And when you put it under the cold water, it feels really good going on. And just let that soak in for about 30 seconds and rinse that off. And I'll dry the fingers and pat the face dry. Really a nice shave. I will say that you could probably skip a day with shaving. If you perform 3 passes and you go against the grain on your cheeks, you can most likely skip a day of shaving because it gets super smooth. Really nice. I'll dry it off. Oh, let's put on some shaving aftershave. We'll stick with the Venture, the Captain's Choice Venture. Here it is. Just squirt some of this directly into the palm or into the fingertips. This is a brand new bottle. Taking a couple squirts to get out there. There we go. Just massage that. It smells good. Massage that into the skin. Excellent. Here's a final look at it. The Razorine. It's a 2-piece. If you want to get technical, you can call it a 3-piece if you're going to include the thumb screw. But it's a Shavette style / Camisori style / Shavette razor that you can shave with both edges of the blade, which is really awesome. It's made in Italy and it's Razorine. If you want to pick it up, you go to shavenation.com. You can just search Razorine, Razorine, in the search box and it'll pop right up. There it is. Here's a look at both sides. And it comes again in raw brass or polished chrome. So gold or silver. Regarding the finish on these, I would say that the raw brass, you should probably dry it off after each use, disassemble it and dry it, just to be sure that it doesn't get any water spots or anything like that. And the polished chrome, you probably don't have to be so meticulous with the maintenance on it because it's not going to get any water spots or anything. And both razors are super sturdy, built to last. That's about it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. Visit shavenation.com for all your shaving supplies. I'm Geofatboy. Have a great shave. Have a great day.